Today we're talking about a crypto that has recently partnered with Ubisoft Games and Grammy Awards to create some custom NFT platforms. That crypto is Tezos, or XTZ. We're going to be looking at what makes this probably one of the most innovative cryptos on the market right now and why I think it even has more potential in the future. This is a hidden gem that you should keep an eye on, and by the time we're done, I think you'll have a new appreciation for what this coin can do. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name's Ben. I've made over 6 figures trading crypto. I'm on a journey to 10K a month of passive income, and I want you to join me on this journey. So the first thing that we should talk about is that Tezos leans heavily into using smart contracts. Smart contracts are basically contracts between the buyer and seller written into the code of the digital item being transferred. This makes all transactions traceable, transparent, and irreversible. And according to Tezos developers, the word Tezos is even an ancient Greek word meaning smart contract. It still means that this was a key feature that they wanted Tezos to have. Now, Tezos is far from the first crypto to use smart contracts, Ethereum being a notable example, but Tezos takes the concept one step further by letting users actively change the rules of Tezos through the smart contracts. The idea is that users can participate in helping Tezos to evolve and adapt to the needs of the time. Early cryptos didn't incorporate smart contracts into their blockchain network. Then these networks got established and couldn't make these type of changes to their code. Bitcoin does have its strengths and it does what it does very well, but its Achilles heel could be the inability to adapt. This is why Bitcoin developers had to create spin-off cryptos like Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV. It's not an all-in-one network, which has hurt Bitcoin before and it has cast some doubt on its staying power. This was where Ethereum really took off. It uses smart contracts. Its original blockchain network supports NFTs, and it planned from the start to have a flexible blockchain that can adapt to the needs of the users. This has led Ethereum to dominate the NFT space and decentralized app sectors, and why crypto value is expected to surpass Bitcoin in the future. But now Tezos is looking like the next step in the evolution of crypto and blockchain networks. This is thanks primarily to 2 advantages it has. First is it is more flexible than Ethereum in the way it can be used. It could get to newer trends faster than Ethereum. Second is that the Tezos has created a greener blockchain. Tezos has been trying to improve its algorithm for generating tokens to use less processing power and save energy. And recently Tezos had its biggest jump in efficiency, improving the algorithm to use 70% less power from 2020 to 2021. And while this is fantastic news from an environmental perspective, the real appeal here is that it also means the gas price of creating and trading tokens is also greatly reduced. This makes Tezos much more accessible platform to people. Now it can create NFT platforms with a lower startup cost than other platforms can provide. Now you might be thinking to yourself, this is amazing, why hasn't this blown up yet? When Tezos first opened its doors to investors in 2017, people clearly saw its potential. The Tezos Foundation raised $232 million from investors, which made it the highest initial coin offering, or ICO. Tezos started out with a lot of promise, but the trouble started with a dispute between Joanne Gevers, the president of Tezos, and Arthur and Kathleen Brightman. This disagreement between the founders delayed the release date of Tezos to the public. This lawsuit gave people concern about investing in Tezos, wondering if this company knew how to successfully run a digital company. This is what really buried this hidden gem. Tezos had a great concept and the potential to innovate the industry, but they couldn't attract the support that they needed. But in 2020, the gem started to reveal itself. Tezos had been out for almost 2 years at that point, which meant it already had some staying power. The price skyrocketed in early 2020, and soon after the lawsuit was settled. Tezos is the base of Ubisoft's NFT network called Ubisoft Quartz, which allows users to buy and sell NFTs that can be used in Ubisoft's library of games. The Grammy Awards, meanwhile, have teamed up with Tezos to create NFTs commemorating the 64th, 65th, and 66th Grammy Awards. And my prediction is that more companies who want to get into NFTs are going to start turning towards Tezos. But even if Tezos doesn't go big, I think a lot of their innovations will live on through other blockchains, possibly even leading to the next big digital token. Either way, I'd say at least keep an eye on this one. If you're on the lookout for the next big crypto, I also have a video where I talk about CHZ, another altcoin like Tezos that has some pretty unique features. So check it out. Again, if you've liked this video, please consider subscribing. And remember, as always, keep it in the green.